Hi, everybody. On today's new chapter for the Word Artist, I want to talk about how actually the music artists always paid for their own music. And that's very important for me to keep debating about that because I keep hearing so many people, too many people, believing that it's wrong to be investing in their own music because back in the day someone else was doing it and that was the right way. It's not actually true. So let's dive right in. First of all, there are a lot of videos out there from successful artists and famous artists spanning back 30, 40, 50 years. So I invite you to search on YouTube because that's very important to hear stories and to understand that it's not just like an isolated problem that one artist had with a record label, but it's well spread concept and actually it's a system. I remember seeing, I'm just giving you a couple of examples. I remember seeing a video by Fat Joe, the rapper, and he said 20 years ago I made a very successful hit song. I sold 2 million copies, and after 20 years, I still owe money to the record label. Then I remember watching a video of Tupac's mother, and she said that when he died, actually she found out that he was in bad debt with the record label and the house wasn't his. So the point is that we have to really believe, because we see that, but most of the times we don't want to believe that most of the wealth and everything that these celebrities are flashing out, it's like fuel for the system to build and create celebrities. I'm not saying that some of them aren't rich. There are some very rich and successful artists, but most of the times we're seeing that the majority of their money is not even coming from music. So these people have, of course, taken advantage of their fame and their exposure, but then the real money isn't being done with music. The real money that was done in music most of the times it wasn't even paid to artists, and that's the part that we have to wake up, because it's always been like that. And now I'm gonna explain in very briefly how it worked with the advance payment, because let's not kid ourselves. One of the biggest problems in music is that you need the money in the first place, and especially at the beginning when you don't know basically anything. You can't write your own songs. You can't, or at least you can, but you can't produce them. You can mix them. You can master them, and then you don't have a clue about how to promote them, how to get on Spotify playlists. So it needs the money. So whenever you're being granted with a record deal and an advance payment, you're feeling flattered because you feel that someone is believing in you and investing in you. And in a certain way, yeah, they are. It's not. I'm not saying that they are not. But the point is that that money ain't yours. It's just like a bank loan. Imagine you want to open a restaurant. You go to ask for $100,000 loan, and you still have to open the restaurant, to buy all the stuff, to hire the staff. So the point is that this is the same thing with advance payment. You get $100,000, and then every time that you step on studio, every time that you spend $1 on promotion for hiring a new technician, a new producer, a new songwriter, the manager, it goes out of that advance payment and out of your pockets. And then, since this is going to be recoupable, that means that as long as the $100,000 ain't recouped, you don't see a penny. So that's the point that you have to be aware, because first of all, we always paid for our own music, and for me, it doesn't even make that much difference whether the money was firstly anticipated for somebody else, if then at the end of the day I wasn't free and I had to pay for everything else for people that weren't even contributing to making my music. That's something that Prince said in an interview that's like kind of terrible if you think about that, but he said, I kept making hit records as long as I allowed people to sign and to put their names into the songwriting list or the production list, and people that I never saw on studio. I stopped making hit records whenever I decided that this wasn't going on anymore. It tells a lot about how Fat Joe declared and defined the industry. It's a huge Ponzi scheme, and I'm not even feeling bad for saying this. It's just like, a call for reality. The point that I want you to take away with this is that don't feel bad if you have to invest in your own music as of today, because it's always been like that. And the worst part of that, and those videos explain that very well, those videos that you can find on internet about, I remember seeing a video from Jared Leto, Chester Bennington, that they were saying that no matter how many millions of records they were selling, even physical records, they were still ending up in debt with the record label. So the contract is thought for you not to be able to get out, especially if you are successful. Because if you are unsuccessful, you will be basically forgotten. You end up locked in the contract, in the debt with your own label. Nobody will buy you out. Nobody will invest anymore in your own music and into new music, because of course you were unsuccessful in the first place. So you're simply forgotten, and it's most likely that you give up. But then if you are successful, the point is that no matter how successful you are, especially in terms of wealth, you're still locked and you're still in debt for making more music to repay what wasn't recouped. And so that goes on and on and on. I wanted to make this short video to make you feel possibly this is kind of a catharsis. But the point is, as the channel is called, it's the Aware Artist. We need to be aware. I will never say never accept a record deal. I will never say never talk to a record label. I don't believe that they are evil. I don't believe that they are a devil, even though there are some evil people, and we've been seeing that, the deities, the parties, and all the kind of stuff that is coming to light. But the point is that I don't believe that anyone is evil by definition. You just need to be aware. You just need to know what you are signed. You just need who to trust. And I'm going to make one more video about that, because it's absolutely important to have a team around you. It's absolutely vital to trust somebody. You can't make all this without trusting anybody. Don't believe those who say I'm a self-made person. That thing doesn't exist. You always end up being helped or supported by someone, whether it's within the industry, out of the industry, I don't care. You're always ending up making great things because you're supported and because you have teams. So how to trust, how to know whether I am being offered with something that can also be a 50-50 or a win-win situation, or if I'm just being cornered and I'm being handcuffed when I'm not even knowing it, because in the first place I feel flattered, I feel rich for some days, and then the castle falls. So that was pretty much it. Let me know what you think about that, if you had any bad or good experience, if you don't even agree with what I said. But it's important for me to keep this conversation on, because mainly two reasons: to create and to keep raising awareness, but also for preventing artists from stopping their own career because they feel it's wrong, it's inherently wrong to invest in their own music because something went off, and so it's not supposed to be like that. It is supposed to be like that. And let me tell you one more thing that I totally believe in: if you put the money, you are in control. So that's a very basic truth. Whoever puts the money owns it. End of the story. So as of today, you have the chance to be completely the steering wheel of your own project. You have the chance to own your own music, which was something that the record deals normally don't imply. You are being granted an advance payment. You're being granted a limited amount of royalties, because in the first place, all the money was put by the record label, and then you don't even get to own your own music. So if you are successful, then it's not yours. The product is not yours. So you're just like the face of the whole charade, but you don't get to own that thing. So imagine opening a business, a restaurant, or a company or a brand, and you don't own your own products. That for me ain't a business. And so that's why I wanted to make this video, and I keep making these videos. So let me know what you think about that. I hope that this helped, and I will see you in the next chapter. Bye bye.